Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Startronic. We're taking a look today at a game that is really a classic, which is Zack McKracken. It's the very first point-and-click adventure that I played in the Lucasfilm Games library. It's a very hard point-and-click adventure, quite complicated. You can also like navigate yourself into dead ends. You can die and so on. So it's not super easy, but I'm really excited to visit this gem again and to find if I can actually still beat it. I remember that I actually was able to beat it after months and months of playing it back in the days. So let's see if we can go ahead and play it from the get-go and can actually beat it from the get-go. Also, what's really special about this game, so it was released originally on all kinds of formats, including PC, and there is a definitive edition, which is basically the FM Town version of it. FM Town is something similar to a computer strapped to a CD drive so that you can actually have higher quality audio and some background music and so on. So I think this is actually really cool. It looks more or less like a remake of the original game because it is so much prettier. I would say like the old version compares more to like an 8-bit NES and so on style game, Commodore 64, and this one really looks a bit more modern. So excited to play this newer version, better version, definitive edition of the game. And so without further ado, let me jump into the game. This also has a banger soundtrack, I think. And you also have to go through the initial cutscene to really understand the whole story. So without further ado, let me jump into it and let's listen to that amazing soundtrack. Hey, that's me, Tablet Reporter. Space is out in Dream. Ah! Next morning. So this was a dream. Zack, Zack, Zack. What am I going to do with you? But boss, I'll never win a Pulitzer working for this sleazy tabloid. I'm sick of making up stupid stories. Then make up stories that aren't stupid. Look, just do this last feature and then you can write your novel. Here's your ticket to Seattle. I want more on that vicious two-headed squirrel that's been attacking campers. Oh, all right. And while you're there, the first UFO sighting happened on Mount Rainier 50 years ago. Write it up too. Tablet Proto strangles boss over lousy assignment. What was that? Nothing, boss. What should I take on this exciting trip? I should make a drawing of that map I saw in my dream. All right, so if it wasn't completely clear, we had a dream that was about Mars, that was about some weird creatures and things on Mars, a face on Mars. And yeah, we have this assignment to now go to Seattle. But of course, this dream has a meaning. And that's also why it's important to also have this initial sequence, to watch this initial sequence till the end. So there's a lot of things that I really like about this game. You can interact with your environments quite a lot. I think you can even take your fish, which is called sushi, in a bowl. And yeah, it's a very complicated game, I would say. I do still remember some of the things that you need to do to really get through initial part. I also want to avoid doing too many resets and so on. But when it comes to a little bit of the later parts of the game, I have no idea how that worked. It's good that I just read that you have to actually draw down the map, because I would have forgotten about that. So one thing is that you need your plastic card, which back in the days, it wasn't as common to use a credit card for everything. Oh no, I pushed it under the desk. You can actually use the torn wallpaper with your key cards. And now you have your cash cards. Alright, and let me pick up the kazoo, whatever kazoo is. I don't really know what a kazoo is. Key of C kazoo, what is... Okay. Yep, and they even, like, it's an older point-and-click adventure where they still had a lot of different verbs, action items that you can use. And so, yeah, let's see what we can do. There's actually, you can even pull the rock corner. And there is some loose boards down here, but we cannot really get through there. It's going to be more interesting later. This place is a mess. Meanwhile, in a secret room. Ahem. I just talked to the king. He said the machine is working perfectly. Yeah, working perfectly. He said in just a few more days, all Earthlings will be stupider than we are. Yeah, stupider than we are. I think you've been hanging around the machine too long. Yeah, too long. I think I need a new partner. Yeah, new partner. See ya. Alright, so the background is that they have a machine that is making people more and more stupid. We'll learn about that in a second as well. In a way, this game has aged pretty well, I would say. A lot of the things that you do kind of sound familiar to today. Okay, so switch on the TV so we can actually get some of the background story. Good morning, San Francisco. This is Laurie Amore. We'll continue with today's top story about the Yale co-eds. Hello, I'm Annie Laris from the Society of Ancient Wisdom in San Francisco. Gosh, looks very familiar. Where have I seen her before? In your dream. Our quest for a greater understanding of the past can make a better world today. But we need your help. Please deposit artifacts in our 14th Avenue drop slots. I promise they'll be returned undamaged. Thank you for your time. Now from Mars, one of the women who made this dangerous journey, Melissa China. Hi there. Melissa, why have you and your friend Leslie traveled all the way to Mars? We had dreams in which an alien told us how to convert our van into a spaceship. We were told to fly to Mars and await further instructions. So, we are here. I see. And have you received your instructions? No, we haven't talked to any intelligent beings. Oops, my helmet says my oxygen level is low. I have to go refill it. Okay, Melissa, thank you and good luck. We'll continue with today's top story about the universal stupidity crisis after this. After the story about the universal stupidity epidemic. If you've been feeling increasingly stupid lately, you're not alone. Scientists are baffled by a mysterious buzz that is affecting people worldwide. The 60-cycle hum seems to come from every telephone line on the planet. A spokesperson for the phone company refused to comment. We'll continue today's sub-story about the universal stupidity, blah, blah, blah. Now it's just repeating itself. But so apparently some aliens have done something under the leadership of the king. They have created a stupidity machine to somehow rule the earth. I'm not entirely sure yet how that all plays together. So these are crayons. And with these crayons, I can actually draw the map. I drew the map from my dream on it. So let's read this wallpaper map. Alright. So let's see. The crayons are very important later in the game. Let's open the fridge. Ah, there's an egg. Pick up the egg. Close the fridge. There's a butter knife. Pick up the butter knife. This is the little key that I actually need to pick up my mail. Alright. Now when we walk out the door, he will turn off the TV because he is a decent human being, making sure that everything is in order and sorted properly. So this is actually the telephone company, and in the back room they have this machine that we saw just earlier. Alright. Yes, we have picked up our phone bill. $1,138. I'd better pay this soon. I know that you can actually disguise as one of these guys and get around paying your humongous phone bill. Because money is some kind of a limiting factor in this game, so we have to figure out a good way to manage it. I think later in the game we can actually win the lottery or something, but not yet, so I'll be a bit careful with that. And now what we can do is actually, so this application is for the King Fan Club. Don't delay, join today. So actually we need to be part of this King Fan Club. At least that much I remember. And we can also use the crayons to fill out the application. Well, it's all filled out and the postage is prepaid. Perfect. So now we just have to use the small key with the mailbox. And apparently here it works that we just place it in our mailbox and we have everything that we need. And for the bakery, we need some bread. We're closed and we're out of fresh bread anyway. That's too bad. But with many of these games, we just have to be a bit more annoying. Listen, you don't want the bread we have left. Go away. Okay, you asked for it. That's some pretty hard bread. We cannot use it like that yet. We have to get it into a different shape. All right. I'll save the game a couple of times here. Just because a lot of the actions that you actually take are important. So now it gives you the action to buy stuff. I want to buy the toolkit. I need the toolkit. Actually, I think I need pretty much everything from in here. And because these things are pretty cheap compared to the... They're pretty cheap compared to the phone bill and all the other stuff. I will just buy everything that I need now. I want to buy the hat. Come over here. That'll be 15 bucks, friend. Here's my cash cards. Thanks. Here. Yeah, and back in the day, they were making fun because you could only pay with your cash card. Everything. There's even a homeless person who has a cash card machine on him. Funny enough, I would say all of that has become reality today. Come over here. That'll be 3 bucks, friend. Here's my cash cards. Thanks. Chuk chuk. Here. All right. What else can I buy? I can buy the golf club. I want to buy the golf club. You know the drill. That'll be 75 bucks. Here. I think that I just have to buy everything that I have in here. I want to buy the guitar. And of course, my inventory is limitless. That'll be 139 bucks, friends. Here's my cash card. Here. And then I will buy the wetsuit. Yeah, I wonder if that'll be 145 bucks. I hope that I have enough cash now left for all the other stuff that I need to do. Here. That's my last wetsuit with transparent gloves. All right. So I think nothing here can be bought. I know that I can at some point... I can sell some stuff here. And this is Melissa's door where I have to leave the artifacts. Society for Ancient Wisdom. Deposit artifacts in slots. Is there anything in there already? Can't really read that, but can I? No, not really. There's a sign here. So what I have to do now is, I don't really know what that is. It's like a big hairpin, I guess. I have to open the toolkit. And I have to use the wire cutters with this thing. Nice. And I think this is already all of San Francisco that we see, except for the airport, which is also just one screen. But we'll get to travel around quite a lot. All right, so what we want to do though, and I don't really remember how that works, is we want to dress up like one of these alien guys. I want to use the hat. Can I put it on or something? Put on hat. Put on... the nose glasses. Perfect. All right, and let me save one more time here so that we can actually go back here in case we... in case we're making any mistake. I wonder if I need that club card for the King's fan club first. But let's just try. Talk to. Where's talk to? Ah. Hello. The phone company, please pay bills here. Push, pull, give, open, close, read, walk, pick up, what is, put on, check and use. Okay. Hello. Can I just talk to this guy? They don't have an option for talking? There, now my bill is 0. I'll stamp it, paid, and leave it. Dum dum dum. Okay, perfect. Alright, so apparently this is definitely something that I wanted to do here. Let me see if I can actually go into the back room. Yeah, and so you have the stupidity machine. The problem is that you cannot turn it off. It only has on and on. I think at some point I need to lock somebody in this. This is a prison. But I don't think that I can do much here. I really like that they have the poster of, I think this is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is another amazing point and click adventure of the early Lucasfilm games. This is empty. It's a map of Earth. I think we saw certain locations during that dream where we can find artifacts that help us. I want to go out first. Maybe I'll just walk out. See ya. All right, perfect. That worked perfectly. And I did not waste my money on anything else there. So I think there's nothing left here to do. Didn't waste my money on paying all my bills. Now I can travel. All right, and this guy is asleep, so I have to use something to wake him up. So let's use just something to... I wonder, like, didn't they have a horn? I remember having a horn back when I played this game. It's not a horn. Someone over here. Manic Mansion, another classic. Definitely. Alright, doesn't matter. Let's go out here. Or is that thing here a horn? That weird... Oh no, I have to still do something. I still have to get that bread into a shape that I can use. And for that, I use the monkey wrench with... It was really tough back in the days when you were a kid. So when I played this, I maybe was like 8 years, 10 years old or something like that. Maybe like 10. So I could read, but I had no idea what a monkey wrench is. I also had no idea how any of these things work with each other. So I just had to try it all out until something either worked or did not work. So now because there's also something that is not very common anywhere else outside of the US, so it's very important that you know some US cultural things. There is a disposer switch in the sink. So by removing this one hose over here, you have a grinder, so to say. So what we do is we use... What do we use? We use the bread. Where's the bread? No. Where is the bread? Here, the stale bread in the sink. Then we use this to grind it, and we pick it up. Okay, and I also think that we need to have the bowl, this fish bowl. Hey Sushi, hope you're happy there. Alright, I'm not gonna do anything to Sushi his fish. Remember that you can do something, but I will not. Looks good to me. Alright, nice. Checking his apartment. And that is probably not the answer. This is probably still the... Okay, Zachary McKracken. Okay, I think we have everything that we needed for now. So let's use the... I wonder why we don't have the I wonder why we don't have the horn. The horn was actually something that I think was quite important later. Is there a horn here? In the bakery? No. Or they somehow changed it in this game, but I can hardly imagine. Let me just check if I can find a horn. Alright, anyways. I will be back here, I guess, at some point. But too much travel is very costly, so you don't want to overdo that. I can probably take off the nose glasses and take off the... I mean, the hat is fine, I guess. Let's just keep the hat on. Oh, no, but I need something else. I remember I need to have a lighter. But the lighter I will find in the plane, I think. Use the bus with... Monkey wrench, maybe? Alright. Hey, what you doing waking me up? I guess you want to go to the airport. We'll climb aboard. Yes, please. Walk to bus. Okay, and then use... Where's the cash card? Use cash card and... Well... Yeah, alright, let's go. Right, and all of these airports look pretty similar. Some look a bit more shitty. Others look better. Coeds discover mile-long phase on Mars. The Coeds, that's the two who are... Want to buy a book on enlightenment. I think I need to buy something from this guy, but... He's not even showing up here. Anyways. Want to buy a book of enlightenment. Alright, so I'm gonna use the... I cashed in my old ticket for 260 bucks. We want to go to... Okay, so it's exactly the 260 bucks that I need for Sierra Leone. You're late. I'll show you to your seat. That's the very rude crew member. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard this speech before, so I'll cut it short. In the likely event of a water landing, your seat cushion may be used as a floating device. If we lose cabin pressure, oxygen masks should appear, but don't count on it. Enjoy your flight. I have a feeling I won't. Alright, I'm gonna save here in a second. Here's your meal. Alright, so it's actually pretty funny that they let you be on this plane. I'm gonna call this plane. And the flight is I think it's like 5 minutes or less. But there's actually something that you need to do, because you cannot open any of these things. The lady will always come and say, hey, you, you shouldn't be doing that. Get back in your seat right now. Now stay there. We just called her Hey You back in the day. Or Hazy. Alright. So let's walk through that door. Let's close the door. So there's something that you can do. You can actually use toilet paper in the sink. But that could clog it up. Yes, it does. And now you turn on or use, turn on the sink. It's going to overflow. And with many things here, timing is very important. So now I use the call button. You are right in there. Good. Now please take your seat. Oh no, what a mess. So she's gonna take a minute to fix that mess. Sabotage sink. Stifles screeching stewardess. Yes, very clever. Alright, and now what we do is we open the microwave. Use our egg in the microwave. Turn on the microwave. Nice. Perfect. Now we can check it. What was that awful smell? Alright, she's gonna be pretty busy with that. Ah, who did this? All right, and now we have to get a few things. So I think this suitcase we cannot take. Better not. Okay, so we have to open all these different things and to find. Oh, what a mess. All right, and I think something in here is the oxygen tank. So I pick up the oxygen tank. That's definitely important. And I think I also need to pick up the. I wanna take off the seat. I want to take off the seat cushion. Oh my god. Open the cushion. Okay. Pick up the cushion. And now I can pick up the lighter. That's something that I definitely need. I think this is all I need from this beautiful plane trip. What a mess. She's still struggling with that. But we already have everything that we need, everything that we wanted. So we can actually enjoy the flight. What a mess. Ha! Very happy that that worked first try. What a mess. Now we can just close the bins. See if there's anything else in there. Why we still have a few moments here. Oh, close the bin. Like nothing ever happened. I wonder if you at some point have to remove the hat or something like that, but I think not. It's a free lifestyle choice that you can make. Okay, so maybe I'll check the rest of my... Oh, what a mess. Check out the cushion. It's funny that they the verbs definitely need still some more work, because yeah, it's not very universal. But you can already tell, like, if you've watched my Monkey Island 1, The Secret of Monkey Island playthrough, that was actually, I think, very... It clearly is an advancement compared to games like this. Especially because Ron Gilbert took away some of these nasty things that you can get stuck, that you have to reload, that you can navigate yourself into a tight spot. All of this is taken out in the more, I would say, modern or also more casual games here. Kind of wonder if I still need to do something, because I would assume that the game otherwise would already just land. Okay, I can actually pick up some more toilet paper. I don't think that's necessary, but let's see. Was he getting rid of the toilet paper now? No, he did not. Okay. Okay, I think I can just hit the escape button and then the flight is over. Let me just check if she's still... Back to your seat. I think at some point you actually have to jump out of the plane. Here we go. We are now landing. Prepare to disembark. That was quick. A quick landing. It's been a joy having you aboard. Have a nice day. It really has been, huh? Meanwhile, back in the secret room. Oh, baby, I'm a jailhound dog, loving meat tenders and rocker in my da-da-da-da. And what do you think you're doing? Groveling to the king. Stop in this instance. You're supposed to be watching the machine, not dancing like a gloon. Sorry. There is still a chance, a very small chance, that someone will discover and activate this Golarian device. It's the only thing that could stop us. Of course, we will soon be in control and won't have to worry. But until then, keep your mind on the job. Whatever you say, boss. See ya. Don't be cool to my heartache hovel. Just treat my lice, 'cause I'm all shaken up. Okay, so this is Seattle. There's that two-headed squirrel. Let me think, what would be a good headline? How about two-headed squirrel attacks tabloid reporter? Maybe two-headed squirrel devours Seattle and Tacoma. Vicious tabloid reporter turns two-headed squirrel into monster. I hate my job. Okay, so let me pick up that tree branch over here. And I can actually use the breadcrumbs in order to... I thought I could. Or the peanuts from the plane. I took them and left. So this is all loose dirt. I can actually shovel it away. For example, was the golf club or I think also was the butter knife. After digging for a long time. Nice. Sheesh. That was a lot of work. Now I have the bent butter knife, and I think that one I can actually sell to get some more money. Can I actually turn on the... Okay, so I'm not entirely sure, but I remember that there's a fire pit here. Okay, so actually I'm going to save one more time. Just because this game is a bit more unforgiving. I would call this the two-headed squirrel. Funny thing is that like apparently they had something going on with the three-headed monkey, two-headed squirrel. Apparently that was part of the zeitgeist, that you needed to have something that is a bit mutated. All right, the tree branch with the fire pit. Branch in pit. And now can I just use the... Can I use the lighter? The branch won't catch. I need some kindling. I use the toilet paper in there. Oops, lighter. Ah, no. The branch won't catch. I need some kindling. Come on. Oh. Very realistic, but also annoying. What could be something that I can use as kindling? I don't think I have anything that I can use in there. Okay, let me check if I can find that out easily. Let me check. What can... Does anybody in chat know? What can I use as kindling? Let's see if we can find a quick answer. Where is the bird's nest? Okay, so apparently it's supposed to be a bird's nest somewhere. See anything? How would that bird's nest be? Hmm. Hmm. Where is that bird's nest? Any idea? Assume it's somewhere here on the tree. Okay, I can probably use my phone bill as well. Hmm. I don't find anything. Alright, let me check if I can use the... Is that phone bill? Don't have my phone bill anymore? Why don't I have my phone bill? Hmm. Okay, I will try one more time to find that bird's nest. Oops. Hello? Pretty sure that there's nothing here. Did I not pick up my phone bill? This is one of these things about this game that make it very annoying. Okay, I really don't find anything here. I really don't see where you could. Okay, so probably it's inside the cave. Ah, there you go. Okay. Pick up that nest. I can't reach it? Okay, use golf club with. Got it. Okay, now it's not very easy, I would say. Okay, where's the bird's nest? Where's the bird's nest? Here. Now it's working. All right. Okay, that's the squirrel. Ah, look. There's the strange markings. Let's use our connect the dots. La la la. Ooh, what is this? Looks like alien technology. It's locked in the pedestal. Alright, and I do remember that I have to use the remote control. I guess I chose the right channel. Yeah. Huh? I would like to pick up. Ooh, now it's dark. I think there's nothing else in here. Pedestal sensor? What is the sensor? Okay. Is the sensor only the... It's probably just something that... Okay, so probably it doesn't really matter. I take the blackout for that we actually don't have to do anything else in there. Cool, alright, so we have the first crystal, the artifact, and now we have to head back to our home. I think. So again, let me quickly save here. So, I can actually just leave it as 5. I'll probably save over it anyways. Can I already go there? No, I need a ticket. Alright, so. Do I need a picture or something like that from the scroll? Probably not, huh? Is there anything else I can read here? two-headed squirrel on ravenous rampage in Pacific Northwest, of course. An enjoyable flight later. All right, so we have done everything that we needed, I think. Want to buy a book on enlightenment. I actually would like to buy a book on enlightenment because I think I need it later. But with this guy, I can't really interact with him. Pull, push, open, close, read, put on, take, use. All right, maybe others can do that better. Okay. Back to San Francisco. Is there already something in the mail for me? A letter. I need the key. Okay. Use the small key in the mailbox. It's the King Fan Club card. Wow, that was fast. It was fast. The King Fan Club, member in good standing since 1997. 1997. So probably that game was talking about the future. It's a bit more of a realistic future than most other. Oops, no, can't open the door, I think. Use the artifact. They're called blue crystal on drop slot. Close drop slot. Where did you get that artifact? Never mind that. You're the woman who was in my dream. What a line. Wait a second, I had a dream too. I was in a strange room with a strange man. It was you. Come with me. This is where the story unfolds. My two friends and I had very special dreams sent to us by the... Alright, you're the one they told us about. Give me a break. I see you're skeptical. You'll soon change your mind. In the dream we shared, we saw a strange device which we must build. Here's the drawing of it. Ooh, hey, that's it. The blue crystal you brought me is a part of that machine. This is another part of it. Here. When whole, this yellow crystal shard will let you join my friends on Mars. Of course, you'll need a spacesuit. A spacesuit? Oh yes, here's your artifact back. From now on, we will all share knowledge through our dreams. Be careful, if one of us dies, it will be impossible to complete our mission. And now we have the amazing switch capability, which I think is really, really cool. So this is Melissa. Oh no. Nice. This is so cool. The landing site on Mars. It's so pretty. I'm getting a little tired of waiting here for instructions. Yeah, this place is so boring. It's got a great beach, but no water and no guys. We should have gone to Fort Lauderdale for spring break like everyone else. It would have taken us 2 days instead of 2 months. And I wouldn't have gotten sick every time I looked out of the window. Yeah, and in zero gravity, that sure was a mess. Alright, so the only thing is I've switched to them. It's the device from my dream. And now, so basically we can actually can actually do a lot of different things. And this is basically where the game really starts. I can hand over some of my equipment. But it's a really good question what we have to do next. Let me give that... let me give that wallpaper map to Annie. And switch to Annie and read the map. Okay, I thought that she would be able to do something with that. Okay, I guess these are the different places where we can get the artifacts. I still remember that one was in Egypt, in Cairo. Then something was in the... was underwater in the... was it the triangle? This one's probably Seattle, I guess. And this is probably somewhere like in an Aztec temple or something. But yeah, I don't really know what I need to give to Melissa. What is a blotter? Ah, look at that. It's Melissa's cash card. I guess she needs to... not Melissa, Annie's cash card. She needs to pick it up. Annie Laris, $5,000. Oh, I can actually read my cash card. That is something that has not happened yet in our timeline. But I think for most of this, I have to actually stay with Zach. $11,000. All right, so I wouldn't have to be too worried, probably. But like, doesn't she give me a bit more information on what I have to do next? I guess I just have to travel around. Oh yeah, and actually I think I can sell the butter knife to this guy. One more time, I'm gonna save here. Sell. Gotta go to the sell window. Okay. Can I help ya? Sell the bent butter knife to... Oops. I'd like to sell this to you. Hey, what are you trying to pull? I'm not gonna buy my own sell window. Sell the bent butter knife. I'd like to sell this to you. Oh, wow. What a beautiful silver sculpture. I'm adding this to my art collection. Give me your cash card. Here. Thanks. Here's 1,500 bucks for it. A pleasure doing business with you. Yeah, perfect. I guess that is not a necessity, but of course that's kind of funny. I wonder if I have to open up this thing in order to have a second entrance into this where the machine is. But I wouldn't really know why. Do I need the rope anywhere else? All right, let me not be too worrisome here. I'll just use what can I use on the what kind of tools can I use here? Wire cutters, duct tape? No, not really. I can try it here. Okay. And then I can use the rope on the hole. Okay, that sucks though. No, 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 no. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I did anything good there, but let's see. I remember that these crystal shards, they have some kind of... Oops, no. Ah. Oh, feeling dizzy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I hope that is reversible. Somehow. That's right, you can actually use it to control other people. What happened? At that very instant in the secret room. It's happened. It's happened. What happened? Part of the device has been discovered and tested. We must recover the artifact at once. Yes, at once. Wait. Your disguise. My disguise. Ah, almost forgot. My hat, my nose glasses. How do I look? Ugly. just like a human. Good. See ya. Okay. Let's see if this is something that I have to worry about. Where's the artifact? Not talking. I know what you do with me. Okay. I can't stand the noise. Yeah, so actually it's pretty funny that like you get stupider and stupider. When you're in that thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the hat. I'm going to put on the nose glasses. The nose glasses. Going to pull the rug back again. Use the use the rope. The hole. The prisoner probably lost her mind already. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So they just let her go. You're free to go now. Don't come back. All right. Okay. So apparently this was not necessary. Okay. Anyways. So I cannot just use these devices by themselves. Do I need to leave the rope in that thing so that when they capture me, maybe I give the rope to... I just have to be gone quicker than they can realize. All right. Is there any verbs that Annie has that I don't? Push, pull, open, close, read, walk to, put on, use. I don't think so. Oh, but she also cannot wake up the bus driver, right? Yeti skull. anything in here that I need? Like in the library and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, you need to find these individual books in this huge library. Okay. Kind of fun effect, but doesn't really do much. Can I open the desk somehow? No. Okay, maybe I'll play the beginning of this. Glove compartment. Okay, pick up the cash cards, of course, very important up here in space. Okay, the fuse I probably also need. The music. Okay, can I eject the audio tape? Pick up. Okay, can I actually use it with it? Does it actually work? Okay, because oops. Turn on the radio. Wow, dark keen tones, razors overhead. She blows poodles over old noise glunk. Kinda cool that you can do stuff like that. Controls, glove compartment, oxygen valve. What's important is that you cannot like take off the helmet and stuff. But let me pick up this thing. Let me pick up the tape. And let me be on my way. So this one is Melissa China. This is me, I think. Give the other cash card to Leslie. Okay. Oops, no. Close this thing. Alright, and I think I have to... Oops. Okay, so this is the huge face. I remember that we have to go into some cool station here. What does it say? Read the sign. It's in several... here's English. Welcome, space travelers. Please leave the friendly hostel as you found it. No chewing gum. No gum chewing. Pretty interesting. All right, let's get in here. Let's switch to Leslie as well. A lot of sand. Can I pick up some sand? Nope. Face area rapid transit. 1 token each way, $100. So I can actually take the tram later, I guess. But do I need it right now? I think that I first have to... Okay, so something's broken. Probably need to find a way to put a fuse in there. No. Okay, and this one I cannot open yet because... Okay, metal plate. Open the metal plate. It's screwed shut. Do Do I have any tools? Screwed shut. I remember that somehow I can give stuff. Switch to Mars Store. That doesn't work. No, probably. Yeah, but I think there must be some way to open this thing nonetheless. Okay, I'm gonna save one more time. I mean, I actually don't have a screwdriver. Is there anything else I can walk to? Okay. Use my cash card in the slot. A token. Oh, they have very little cash on there. Okay, so that's going to be. Anyways, I will. But shouldn't we have like some kind of screwdriver in the van? Zero. Radio controls. Okay, I could stay in here to have oxygen, I think. Anyways. I will try my luck. And use my cash card here. Okay. Is there anything else here? Where could I find a... Where could I find a... Where could I find a screwdriver? see. Oh, smart. Of course, if you don't have a screwdriver, what do? I think it's super tough to know these things, especially as a kid. You use a token, because with a right-shaped coin, you can open the metal plate. Okay, so alright, pick up the burn fuse. And now use the fuse in the fuse box. Nice. Okay, and now you can close that door, maybe. Now we can push this button. Oh, and now we should be able to be in here without, oops, without oxygen, right? Before I take off my helmet, I better save the game one more time. Yes, I guess that works. I'm not entirely sure if I have some kind of timer on the oxygen that I need, but just in case. I don't know what's under there, and I really don't want to know. I don't want to find out. Come on, pull the covers. I guess it wouldn't hurt to look. Oh, it's just a broom. No, wait, it has eyes. It's a dead alien. Whoa! Oh, please don't go out there. The broom alien. No way I'm gonna pick that up. Alright, so then maybe Leslie is a bit more. Well, let's just pretend it's a broom. Let's just pretend it's a broom. Nice. Okay, with that I can probably clean up some of that sand. Open the locker. It won't open. Can of gas. Okay. I don't need it. It's for a different game. Probably again Indiana Jones, right? Or is it Manic Mansion? It's Manic Mansion because you need to have gas for the chainsaw, right? Okay. I don't need it. It's for a different game. Alright, so there's not too much to do in here. I also cannot pick it up, probably. Would only make sense. Alright. And then let's head... Let's put on the helmets. Beautiful helmets, by the way. And now let's switch to Melissa again. Close that door. Now let's open this one. Okie dokie. Now I can actually get rid of the sand. With the broom monster. The broom alien. In German, they actually have a very fun name for that. It's the Besenwesen. The Besenwesen. Alright, let's use it on the sand. After sweeping for some time. Ooh, ta-da! Gee, it looks like solar panels. Of course, solar panels. And now we can actually board the tram. Use token in. Switch to Leslie. Wait. Use token in chat. Okay. Just made it. I hope that was the right decision to take them both. Oh, so cool. Look at them go. Oh, there is no easy return ticket, I guess. Face area rapid transit, 1 token each way, 100 bucks. So let's see if we can actually already do something here. Maybe we've been a bit early. Okay, so the sandpile is in the way. Oh, come on. Ah, here's a pile of sand. Here's a pile of sand with broom alien. After sweeping for some time. Ah, chew. Gesundheit. You're alive. Chew. I tried to take a nice peaceful nap, and what happens? An inconsiderate alien, and an ugly one at that, sweeps up sand with my head. I'm sorry. The nerve of some beings. I'll go find another planet where I can get some rest. Okay. This won't budge. So my problem is that I'm not quite sure if I have unlimited oxygen in my helmets. This is why I'm not sure if, like, I think for that keyhole I probably need the key from Zach. I need him to get here. I'm not sure if that move was premature. 1 second, to the pyramids, Mars. I wonder if I need to... Does anybody in chat know how to open that door? We probably should have bought some more tokens, to be honest, because this machine is broken. I think this is one of the reasons why I have to save more often. All right, so we do have to watch how much oxygen we take. And I think I would just... It's a broom. No way, it has eyes. All right, so once again, let's switch to Leslie. So fine. Can pick up the alien. Let me see if I need something from Zach to enter that place. So... Don't think there's anything else in here. I think for now I'm just going to take off our helmets. Because like this we can wait it out a bit. Oh, we can actually have this ladder. Can we pick it up? Yes, perfect. All right, I think we will stay like this for a minute. and continue on with Zach back here. It's actually quite funny because you cannot go from anywhere to everywhere. You only have to figure out how to navigate the world by flying to hubs and so on. Ah, where is it where I can let's do it like that. I think this is really some exploration. Let me save the game here. And let's see where I can go and what I should do. I remember that I have to there's this bird that I need to hypnotize with this crystal. Where could that be? I mean, if you look at the map, it's so annoying that they don't show anything here. I would say that this is Seattle. I'd say that this is close to Mexico. This could be Lima. This could be Egypt. I don't know. It doesn't matter. All right, come on. Let me take some planes. Let's go to Lima. 937. $800 to London. 295 to Mexico. 300 to Miami. All right, let's just try it out. Two-headed squirrel on ravenous rampage in Pacific Northwest. It's the same news all over the place. And I have no idea how these things work. You basically have to go back and forth until you... Oh, nice. Oh, I think this is actually exactly the right spot. Nice. Ancient Incan bird feeder. Fill only with dry breadcrumbs. I can do that. And when I've done that... Wait, let me do something else before. So, okay, I'm already dressed like one of those guys. I remember that I have to be quite quick. On hypnotizing that bird, getting that stuff, and then not having them come after me. I wonder if I can do something so that they don't come after me later. But anyways, okay, let's try it out. Let's use the breadcrumbs and the bird feeder. Now let's use the blue crystal on the bird when it is here. Oh, I feel dizzy. And I love this about the game because you actually have all the. Oh, come on. Did I make a mistake? That sucks. Nice. Let me try this again. Maybe I didn't hit the bird or something. Or is it something that only Melissa can do? That's weird. Now this guy will appear. Okay. So at least he didn't arrest me because he assumed that I was one of his mates. Let's see, maybe Annie has... I wonder if she can do more with this. But I doubt it. I think I always use Zach to do that. Before I now like bring her there. Come on. I first have to go to Nepal. All right. Okay. So it is a bit complicated. As I thought. Stay with Zach for now. How can I go to Nepal? Nepal. So probably I have to go to... So Nepal, I actually would have to go through London, probably. Let's see. I don't even think that I can... Yeah. So London is really just a hub here, or is it not? Oh no, Stonehenge. Stonehenge. I have to do something in Stonehenge as well, but I think it's only later. Okay. But at least good to know. Alright, and from here I can go to Kathmandu and I can go to Cairo. All makes sense, but as an 8-year-old, that was all completely beyond me. I had no idea where to fly, why to fly, how to fly, maybe why to fly, but not where we're going, what we're doing. Nice music. Oh, yuck. Read the license plate. Yak 1. Insert cash card for airport transit. Of course. Only devotees of Guru may enter. Pick up the hay. I can't pick that up. Hello and welcome to Kathmandu. Okay. I'll pick up the jail key. Don't touch that. Flyers. It's a picture of a flagpole, but I can't read Nepali. We cannot open that either. Don't touch that. Can I turn off the light? Okay, that's Nepal. How would I be able to prove to this guy that I... Probably have to give something to him. What could it be? What is kazoo by any chance? Ah, I think that's the thing that I think is a horn. Fishbowl, breadcrumbs, cash cow. Only devotees of the guru may enter, but I think therefore I need to have this. I think I need to have this. Let's see. Or maybe my guitar. Nope. That's so weird, but this is exactly how I remembered it, that you have to get it from this guy here. Yes, this guy here. But I don't know how to select him. How is that possible? Or does he only show up when I... Oh. Stuff like that. That really makes it all too complicated. This guy here in London, I think I need to get him drunk, to be honest, but I don't know. I don't think that I have anything for him yet. Or can I give him a... Oh no, the book is not for him. What a lovely sound. Alright, come on. Let's go to Kathmandu again. Wow, that's expensive. Going through that cash very quickly. All right. Now this should work. Oh, I see. You are a follower of Guru. You may enter. Awarded to Swami Holanwant for a record-shattering score of 19 at Pebble Beach. Alright, so that once again, by how to raise your consciousness and lower your golf scores. It's a picture of an African shaman and the guru playing golf. Alright, so I definitely have to... Ooh, wow, look at that. Levitation happening. You've kept yourself. I'm going to teach you how to use it. It will put you in a state of deep rapport with any animal. Simply focus. 1 hour later. Then you saute it in yak butter with a clove of garlic over 2 hours later. And he says, that was no lady, that was my wife. Get it? Ha ha ha. 3 hours later. And it only works if you are in contact with the earth. Now go and do some good. Okay. And don't I have to give him my golf clubs as well? Or is that for someone else? I already have a great sandwich, but I have a friend who needs one. So I still have my golf club, right? Good. I mean, at least the game doesn't just throw all of that away that quickly. Okay, so I'll use the yuck with my cash card, of course. Come on, here. I've already flown a pretty far distance here. So that's 10 and call it Nepal. Oop. Maybe I just check out Nepal. But I will actually take a little break right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back in maybe 15 minutes. Thank you so much, and all the very best.